Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Taken in the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Geis. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Steelers.
Like 20, 55. Hey, eat. Cut. Hey, wait a second.
On the ground, it's Geis. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Black 80. Watch the curl. Hey, check Mike 57. Yo, 101. Nicholas, 66.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Here's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Joe Hayden there to bring him down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb.
Prescott's pass.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. We're scoreless after 1.
No score.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They start on the ground with Geis. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a run with Geis. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Chidobe Awuzie on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Easy. 57.
Third and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position.
Over 1st and 10 at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
first down. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll run with Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January.
And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Dak going to try and run. Muscles, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. On the draw, they go to Geis. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down.
Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
That 180. Mike 50. All right. Here we go. Let's go. Get it. Let's go. All right, let's get there.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Let's go. Mike 50. Mike 50. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
This is Geis. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
That. Like 80. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Okay.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
A gain of 30.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down.
Ready?
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
The kickoff for Pittsburgh.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is Tony Pollard. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this... And this will be caught at the 30. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Steelers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Woods with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott, and he'll get it down here to the 43. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Tighten up. Pull it together. 55.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
And a yard at the Steelers' 47-yard line.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 33. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
33-yard line.
Zeke going to get it on the option. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there.
Second and 8 at the 31-yard line.
On second down, Elliott. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
It's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Prescott now. And this throw will be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
He's checking.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Rush in. Snickers, now spin.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it first and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 13.
Go. Get out there. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
At the 12-yard line.
27. 26.
Here's Prescott. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Tyson Alualu. The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5.
That's the end.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long.
Mike 55. Let's go, D. Then we're going to 53. 55 is Mike, guys. 55. Watch QB drop. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Let's go. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Exit.
Prescott from the gun. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Steelers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Darian Thompson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long... Then we're going to 53. It'll be a long day. Slam. Shoot. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They go to Elliott again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
55, Mike, 55. Squeeze, double. SOS.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
There on the tackle.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And goal to go.
54, Mike. I hope we got you. We're going to 54. 6 guys. Check. We're going to 53.
To throw is Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Cowboys 28, Steelers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Ebron. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. On first down, it's Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
Third and 6.
Mike, 55. Check.
Prescott to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Elliott. He spins free. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Yo. Under 10. Under 10. Check 16.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Jack 16. You're all mine. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Nice play, man. Make him do it again, man. Make him do it again.
Today's final score.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Dallas, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll be able to